Ho, 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 ho. Do I feel good today? What's up, DTL Universe? It's your boy, the coach. Welcome into your daily sports and sports betting brand of record. We call it Driving the Line. We're live every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, on demand on the weekend, 7 days a week. And do not forget, in less than a month, DTL After Dark, 3 nights a week. We'll have a live Sunday show, no more on demand, as we break down all the games in the NFL. We are smack dab on day 3 today of our 24 days to the NFL. Our teams today were focused on the Lions and the Packers a little bit later in the show. Now, when you are a show that is on 7 days a week, when everybody else is trying to figure out what the hell they're doing, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. Well, yesterday for us was not a good day. One single solitary check mark. And best believe we had a production meeting today, and I read my team the riot act. So they are ready to come out absolutely smoking. And on a day like yesterday, can you imagine how Howie Schwab would have reacted? Oh, it would have been F-bombs galore. So today, that's exactly where we're going to start. The Howie Schwab Crew play of the day. Here are your selections. Red Sox Royals, they've been an absolute over the last 2 nights. Not even close. Beautiful. Red Sox Royals under 8.5. By the way, Crew exclusive. We nailed a couple of those. Brewers Braves over 7.5. I believe somebody yesterday on the show said that the Brewers were becoming an over team. I believe I said that. They scored 10 by themselves. Thank you very much. Brewers Braves under 7.5. Give us a vote. Producer man will let me know at the end of the show exactly who you choose. Now, it's the middle of the week. It's a bounce back Wednesday. I don't need to see anything in the chat other than good morning to the fam. And I see Megan, I see Country, I see Mark, I see Big Cheesy, I see Phil, all of you. But no questions on where is AB. He's off on Wednesdays and Thursdays moving forward. I can't wear the man out. We've got a lot to do coming up very, very soon. Final little housekeeping nugget, Tuesday, August 20th. Write it down. Turn on your notifications. We launched the DTL podcast 5 days a week, a brand new 20 or 30-minute show where we get a little bit deeper with the crew into our content. So with all that being said, you guys know I got the best crew in the business, and they are ready to go. It is time for the picks. Oh, look who I got today. My goodness. What a glorious, beautiful-looking face. Frickin' Frack is here. Raphael is here. But we start with the only man who had a dub on Tuesday. He's the man from the Dirty Dirty. Charles, you get our 15 seconds today.
Morning, Coach. Crew. Yeah, just days like that happen. So we're just going to go ahead and look to today. We have some exciting matches. Plus, we got Leeds Cup that returns back, and we're less than 2 weeks away from the EPL, La Liga, and all the top European leagues kicking off as well. So yesterday's in the past, moving forward, excited about the rest of the week.
You're damn right. That's how you use 15 seconds right there. Now, Mark in the chat says DG is on time. Ho! Yes, he is. Live from Memphis, Tennessee. Daniel Greer. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Listen, I'm excited to be here. I know AB's off, but guess what you get? You get me. I'm coming back to Thursdays, baby. So I'm excited to be here on a back-to-back from now on.
You're on Thursdays now?
That's what the rumor. I heard the rumor was.
The rumors are that you're on. Oh, gotcha. By the way, can you tell your little cohort in crime that a joke is funny one time, but not 8,000 times? You're not swimming in my head. You've never swam in my head. There's no pool in my head. So tell Big Cheesy to get better. Just be better.
No, never.
B Mill says DG on time. Yeah, of course not. It must mean he's leaving early. Probably B Mills. Probably. So yesterday, just like when we have good days and bad days, as Charles says, sometimes as talent, we have good days and bad days. Soupy, how have you recovered from your Tuesday performance?
Plenty of sleep, meaning maybe about 5 hours. So that's plenty of sleep for me, because I have a 1-year-old, but I'm ready to go today, man. We got more NFL previews. I'm so excited for the NFL season to start. Can we just start it tomorrow?
I know. You're going to be our fantasy guy, too. You're going to be owning the fantasy world for DTL. Finally, he is our numbers guy. You know him. You love him. He's part of DTL. He's all over BTT. Rafael Esparza. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, crew. Good morning, guys. Good morning, coach. I'm looking for a rebound show as well, but I'm excited for a cross-country USA guy. His name is Cole Hooker, who won the gold. He was 30-1 to win the gold medal in cross-country. Complete upset, the biggest upset so far in the Olympics right now.
Why do I have to call Rafael out yet again on a mistake? Because, I'm prepared. It doesn't matter the sport. I'm prepared. It was not cross-country, Rafael. It was
what was it?
1,500-meter run. It was not cross.
Look,
There's a big difference.
I read it wrong.
For me, that's cross-country.
I've never understood a sport without a ball. It doesn't make any sense to me. But it was an amazing finish. If you guys haven't seen it, go look it up on social media. He got blocked at the turn. 30-1. Yeah. He got blocked at the turn and still had one of the best kicks of all time. And this is what I love about the Olympics, guys, is you got a no-name, somebody nobody's ever heard of, and all of a sudden they're on the Today Show. And all of a sudden for a day, they get their 15 seconds, which we do here every single day. So congratulations to Cole Hooker in the 1,500-meter gold medal. The last time they did that, I believe, was 2006. It's been a long time. I don't want to say the year, but it's been a long time. All right. Liddy says, Tony, I get muted when Soupy goes. You guys are too much. I love the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the show grow. All right, Charles, you mentioned League Cup. We got a little Champions League quality. We got a lot of soccer today, so I'm coming over to you. Let's start right there.
Day 2 of the Champions League qualifiers kick back off today, and it features two teams that play on the front foot as well, with Jagiellonia, whose home matches have averaged 3.3 total goals over the last 25 affairs, while Bodo Glimt comes to town, and their away matches averaged 3.1 total goals. I'm going to keep this one, I'm going to do it a little bit different as well. I'm going to go with the both teams to score and over 2.5 full-time goals, as I definitely see both teams scoring and at least 3 goals in this match as well. And I have a Stay on Your Toes live play just to make sure everybody's on point. We have the Europa Conference League. We have Hacken and Paid over 1.5 or 1.75 full-time goals. That's Europa Conference League. Hacken, Paid over 1.5 or 1.75 first half goals. Stay on your toes.
Well, I love the Stay on Your Toes plays. Hashtag it pays to watch live. You know what I mean? That seems like a low total to me, Charles. Under 2? Is that first half or is that for the whole game?
No, that's the first half. No, it should be a blowout spot. It should be a 2-3-0 type first half. If they don't, I'm investigating. But yeah, it should be a.
That's first half. Okay.
First half.
Okay, first half. That makes a big difference. Yeah. All right, first half. Thank you. Yeah, I got to keep you on your toes, big boy.
I said first half.
No, you did not. Run the tape back. No, you did not. All right. He's like, yes, I did. He's like, he's going to die on the ledge. He goes, yes, I did. All right, Rafael, I'm looking at my notes. And I love how you come in today and you're not doing baseball, at least not here, maybe crew exclusive, but you're focused on basketball and you're locked in on the horses. You're up, big boy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with basketball first. The ladies get this chance in Olympic basketball. We're going with Stewie today, over 17.5 points. She's averaging 28 points a game. Her first game in the Olympics, she only scored 13, and then back-to-back 20-plus games. So I think she's going to have a big game against Nigeria, who shouldn't even be here. Both Nigerian men and women have been playing fantastic, but I think the U.S. ladies blow them out, and I think Stewie has a big game. And then in horses, we're going to Saratoga, race 3. Should be a fantastic race. Normally, I pick a winner on this one, but I'm just going straight exacta box. I really like the 2-horse and the 4-horse. I'm going $10 exacta box, 1, 2, 4, 6. Hopefully the rain stays away, maybe get to the late races, but if there's no sprinkles, we should see that 4 or 2-horse hit the board, and that'd be a nice exacta payout.
For those people who don't know, what state is Saratoga in, sir?
New York.
New York. And by the way, apparently I'm an idiot because the chat, Charles, has your back completely. Apparently you did say the first half in the Hacken game today. So I can admit when I'm wrong, unless I'm dealing with Big Cheesy. Now, Soupy, I'm looking at yours, big boy, and you're going to have to explain yourself because I love me some Cole Reagans as much as the next guy. But 6.5 strikeouts at minus 160. Please, sir, explain yourself.
Well, because sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. 6.5 strikeouts. That is going to be an easy toll for him. 28.9 strikeout rate, his career best. He's already exceeded his career win total. He's got his 8th win. And he's going against the Red Sox, who are 27th in strikeout rate at 24%. That's a little higher over the last 3 games. They're at 25%. I would even consider maybe a little sprinkle, just a little dusting of the 8+ strikeouts. I believe right now that's at plus 140. But I will, as the official play, say over 6.5 strikeouts. And now I'm going to go to Ketel Marte because he and the Diamondbacks are hot. They are climbing back into the NL West. Over his last 12 games, he's batting .378, 8 home runs, and 12 RBIs. That is fantastic. He's going against Ben Lively of the Guardians. He's 3 for 5. 2 of those hits left the ballpark, and 1 is a triple. So go over that total base of 1.5.
And don't get shut out. The first game starts at 1:05 p.m. Eastern time. Double dip today in Cleveland. I think I'm going to play the over, Soupy, in both those games. You like a lot of runs today?
Yeah, the Guardians and the Diamondbacks, 2 of the best hitting teams, 2 great contact hitting teams. So they're going to put the ball in play, and when you put the ball in play, anything can happen and runs can score.
Very, very good. I feel like, do you guys feel like Soupy's laser focus this morning? I felt like that was a really good take for Soupy.
I told you 5 hours. I got my 5 hours today. I'm feeling good.
Well, if you at home, I'm not the judge here. You at home, put it into the chat. On a 1 to 10, how do you feel like Soupy's talent work is so far on the show? Just put it in the chat and let us know how you feel, because you guys are the most important, just like my man Michael Knotts. This is how you come into the chat. Good morning, my favorite fellas. See you at 10 a.m. Let's freaking go. Then he says, smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Make it a part of your day. You guys don't understand how important that like button is, and you have no idea what's coming for all of you, so let us grow. Help us grow. I see like a 2 in here for you, Soupy. Oh, Dave says 11. Dave says 11.
Little Spinal Tap reference. I'll take it.
Very good. Quickly, somebody in the chat said they love that AB sends in his picks even on the day that he is off. That's what the crew does. We work 24/7. So AB has a little runs parlay today, as you see, top left at plus 180. Yesterday, the Braves couldn't do anything offensively. They're going to have a bounce back today. That's a team total over 3.5. And the Blue Jays beat the Orioles yesterday. They did score over this number. So you put these two together, you got plus 180, a little runs parlay. Now, speaking of parlay, DG, my man, coming over to you. What do you like today?
Yeah, so we're going to go with the first play here at Tyler Fitzgerald. And this isn't Soupy's severance play. We're going to go Tyler Fitzgerald over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at minus 105. And the reason is he's been a very good hitter, especially as of late. But he's had 2+ in 4 of the last 5 games. He's had a home run in 3 of the last 5, but also 2+ hits in 4 of the last 5. So even if he's not scoring or hitting an RBI, he's going to be getting his hits. Then he is the leadoff man in an away team, 5th possible at bat. That's where we're going to go there. And then to the parlay that you talked about, Coach, we're going to go to a hits parlay at plus 120. It's Aaron Judge and Brent Rooker. Both of these guys are going against guys named Davis. I don't know why that matters, but it just seemed right to me. Davis Daniels is giving up 333 versus right-handed batters. Aaron Judge is so good. He's a 1+ hit 8 out of his last 10. Then Rooker going against Davis Martin, giving up 462 versus right-handed batters. 1+ hit on 70% of the season, and then 1+ hit 7 out of his last 10. So that's going to be Aaron Judge 1+ hit, Brent Rooker 1+ hit. Both these guys plus money, plus 120.
I cannot believe we're getting that at plus money with those two guys. I can't believe that. I really can't. Wow, I love both of those guys. By the way, you guys all know that we love our nicknames here at DTL. We love kind of our alter egos as we continue to grow and we add content. And I believe that Raphael, who is normally our numbers guy, I believe I'm going to add a nickname for him this morning. He is our resident DTL kiss ass, because in the chat he goes,
what do you do now?
Soupy gets a 10 because he had no Yankees play.
Well, that's why he gets a 10.
Come here. Wait. So Davis Daniels, very heavy fly ball pitcher. I would consider taking the Yankees team total today. Very heavy. He's a heavy
now
fly
he's
ball
down to a
pitcher
6.
in Yankee Stadium. I think the Yankees could put up a lot of runs today.
Now he's down to a 6. Matt says Soupy's a solid 15 out of 10. Hashtag 5 hours. Okay. Wayne says 10. Soupy on fire today. Phil gives you an 8.3. Okay. Michael,
is he a French
gives you a
judge?
10.
Is that it?
Interesting. You
Coach.
guys are very easy graders. Yes, DJ.
Hey, real quick. So Robbie asked a question about there is a doubleheader with that Yankees game. And so it's the first game for that. Just wanted to make sure that was clear.
And that's at 4:05 p.m. Eastern time against the Angels is game 1. And then game 2 is at 7:35 p.m. Eastern time, just to be clear. Yesterday I had my weekly segment on the Sports Lodge out here in California. It's AM 8:30. They are the Angels' flagship station. And we were talking about this rain out and how it could positively affect the Angels today. I don't know if it will or not, but the Angels are not playing great baseball right now. I would probably lock in the Yankees because they really need it right there at the top with the Orioles. So it's that time of the year. Don't you agree, DG, that now we got to start looking at teams that are in the race that have something to play for as opposed to the teams that are playing out the final, 2 months?
Yeah, you can look at especially the first part of the games because, you can look at it either way. Or does the pitcher have something to play for on the other side? Or, because if not, then they could get on them early and then coast late as these better teams. So pay attention to the first part of the game. I think that'll be a good look, especially with these teams that are not very good.
Okay, very good. By the way, we also know here, if you watch Raphael's face, you guys know that Soupy and DG have a budding rivalry between these two. They have a healthy respect, but they do not get along. Let's make no mistake about that. And we also know that DG's cohort in crime, as I like to say, Big Cheesy in the chat, always has his back. Soupy, Big Cheesy gives you a 6 out of 10 today.
That's probably high.
Well, I'm lactose intolerant, so he's not even in my atmosphere.
What the hell does that even mean?
He's Big Cheesy.
Oh,
I'm
my God, that was a reach. And I love a good joke as much as that was a reach. All right. I think everybody has got. Is everybody good? Yep. Everybody's good? All right. As you guys know, you've been watching. This is day number 3 of our 24 days to the NFL. Every single weekday, all the way to September 5th, we will break down 2 NFL teams and also all 8 divisions. Today, I'm particularly excited because we head to the NFC North, and we do it right now. All right, we're going to the NFC North today, and 2 teams that have high expectations for 2024. And we start with the Detroit Lions coming off a fantastic season last year. There is Jared Goff. They were 12-5. They were first in the NFC North. They lost after having a huge lead in the playoffs to the 49ers. Off-season storylines, there really isn't any. They took care of business. They signed Amon-Ra St. Brown. They are set to go. The number at DraftKings is 10.5 juice to the over. Raphael, I'm coming to you first. Are we going over or under with the Lions this year?
But I'm going opposite probably with everyone else in this panel because I'm going under 10.5 plus 110. Not because I think the Lions are not going to make the playoffs, but this is a great middle spot towards the end of the season. Now, don't forget, their first 4 games, easy. They can easily start the season 4-0, but the schedule gets rough. They don't play their first division game, I think, till week 7 when they go to Minnesota, which I think the Vikings will probably have their quarterback situation much better by that time. After that, their schedule is brutal towards the end. So I'm just thinking of a middle spot. I think they'll probably go 10 wins, maybe go 10-7 wild card spot. I'm just not completely sold on the Detroit Lions this year. I think they make a small step backwards. And again, they're still the Detroit Lions in my eyes.
Wow. Taking a dig at the up-and-coming Detroit Lions. I always say they can't get past their head coach because he's a terrible in-game manager. But that's just me. DG, coming to you. We're going over, under, Lions.
Yeah, I'm going to go over the 10.5. It's simple here. I know Raphael said the 4-0 start, But let's look at the first 7. They could possibly start 6-1. And really the only one I was kind of worried about is maybe the Cowboys there. Honestly, the Cowboys could be terrible at that point in game week 5. I have to go the Lions over here at especially the 10.5. I think they easily get to 11. I think they could easily get up to 12 as well. I think they're going to be very, very good this year.
I agree with you. I'm all in on the Lions. Soupy, we got one over. We've got one under. What say you?
I'm going with the over because they have the best offensive line in the league. We're returning 4 starters, top 5 in sack rate. Jared Goff only scrambled 7 times last year. That is how good they are. And of course, they have 2 of the best offensive position players, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta. My God, he's going to be better this year. And I love the Jamari Gibbs, David Montgomery in the backfield. That tandem is going to be great again. The only concern I have is the defensive line. You have Aiden Hutchinson, who is one of the best pass rushers in the league, but there is nobody else on that defensive line. They made some improvements in the secondary. They got Carlton Davis. They traded for Carlton Davis. He's going to be great in that defensive scheme. They play a lot of man coverage. He is a great man coverage cornerback. So I think they'll be better in the secondary, but I think that offensive is going to lead them again. That's why I think they get over 10 wins.
Look at my man Soupy doing some homework on the Lions overnight. Very, very impressive. TJ says, I'm very interested to see if Dan Campbell will change what went down in the playoffs. He might be the only person. And if you watch The Receivers on Netflix, an amazing show, by the way, I encourage you to check it out. He won't even admit it there. And everybody on the Lions squad, the parents, the players, they all openly question him and how he does his in-game managing. Just stupid. Take the playoffs. Take the points in the playoffs. Charles, coming to you. Over, under.
I'm going Raphael as well. I'm going under. I could see a 10-7 team here. I could see they got the Texans, 49ers, Bills, Packers twice. The Jags could be tricky. The Cowboys could be tricky as well. So I could definitely see 7 losses on the schedule. They're not going to sneak up on anyone this season. So I think they're right around the 10-7 team, make the playoffs. Still a good team, but I think 10-7 is about right for the Lions.
All right. By the way, Charles, did you bury the lead today? Is today your birthday?
Don't remind me.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can we please put, just like my man Gathon did in the chat, happy birthday to our man from the Dirty Dirty. Let him know how much you love him here on DTL. Nice. Mine is Monday. My birthday's Monday, so we're
Nice.
very, very
Leos.
very close. Yeah, JJ's was last week. A lot of Leos here. All right. We always pick a prop, a futures prop. And AB gave you great advice yesterday on opening a separate account and putting your futures in there and then never looking at it for the next 4 months because it'll just drive you crazy. So, Raphael, come over to you. What's your prop for the Lions today?
On a piggyback what AB said, yes, that's a great idea. Put your prop bets or all your future bets in one separate account. But at the same time, you do need to look at them so you can middle. You can maybe get a 6-point middle or maybe a 50-cent plus middle on this. Always look at what your futures look like week after week after week. That's why I like the Lions divisions under 3.5 division wins. I don't think they're going to go that well. Like I said, I'm a little step backwards. I know everyone's high on the Lions this year. Everyone in the media high on the Lions, but everyone else in the league is probably high on it. That's why I think they're going to be one of those spots where everyone can't wait to play for them, especially in the division. Packers better. Minnesota will probably get better towards the season. The Bears are going to be better. It's going to be a tough division. That's why I like them under division wins at 3.5.
Digging deep, kind of going within the schedule a little bit. So many different ways at all these sports books that you can play a futures bet. I like that one for Raphael, not so much for myself. So DG, Raphael, he's like on an NFL island through these first 3 days. It's a Raphael that I don't know. Where are you going?
Yeah, so as Amon-Ra St. Brown is the number 1 option for the Lions, we know that AB is the number 1 option here. But if you're looking for a good number 2, Sam Laporta can be that guy, especially in the red zone. Tried and true. He was a rookie last year, now coming up. Somebody that you can kind of go to in the clutch. And so I'm going to go with Sam Laporta over 7.5 receiving touchdowns at plus 110. He had 10 last season, so I expect him to even be better. But Coach, I ask you, I can be your Sam Laporta.
Don't ever say that again. By the way, last year in our evening show at a different place, Sam Laporta was a healthy pick every single week for the first touchdown of the game. And I would assume that this year, with more comfortability, it's hard to say, that he'll be more of a target inside the red zone. What just happened? Soupy, you are having such a good day. What just happened?
It had to happen that way.
What
You know it had to happen
happened?
that way. And it's my stand. It's not working.
I'm taking away that 10.
Oh my
He's
God.
a 4.
9.6.
I knew that was
You went
gonna
down
happen.
to a 4. You went from 6 to a 4 to a 2 right before. That actually scared me a little bit. I'll be honest with you.
I thought he fell.
Yeah, I did too. I did too. Oh my God. Oh, Japan said Soupy pulled a buckets and oh, you know. All right, Soupy. Where are you going today?
Not only did my stand just break, but now I have to agree with DG. I think I'm just going to log off because I love Sam Laporta. He is one of my favorite tight ends. Fantasy advice, take him when you can. He was fourth in red zone targets amongst tight ends last year. He's definitely going to be Jared Goff's security blanket. I also have him at over 7.5 touchdowns this year.
I'm sorry. Robbie says, down goes Soupy. Down goes Soupy. All right, Charles, get us back on track. Where are we headed?
Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm going to take him over 7.5 rushing touchdowns. He had 10 last season as well. Plus, we know the Lions, they love to run the ball near the goal line as well. And he just has a nose for the end zone as well. So, yeah, I definitely think he can get at least 8. So, Jahmyr Gibbs over 7.5 rushing touchdowns.
And this is, Charles, one of the rare teams that has 2 guys. And last year we got very frustrated because it would seem like one week we'd pick Gibbs, then the next week, like Phil says, Williams going to be that big play guy they thought he would be. Then Williams would have a big day, and then you pick Williams, and then Gibbs would have a big day. So I think bettors need to be very careful on week-to-week yardage plays with these 2 guys. Would you agree with that?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's the Lions. We hope we can make it through the Packers. So the Packers are our second team today. I would be putting my head down too, Soupy. 9-8 last year, but they had a really nice finish. Jordan Love earned that $200 million contract in the last 4 or 5 weeks. They went to Dallas, and they showed out. They went to the 49ers, and they showed out until the second half. But can they take a step further? The biggest offseason storyline, indeed, it was Jordan Love. 4 years, $220 million. Boy, has the NFL changed the last 10 years. So according to DraftKings, the number is 9.5, juice to the over. Raphael, where are we going?
Yeah, I'd say hurry up and jump on this 9.5 over -135 because it wouldn't shock me if it goes to 10, a solid 10 in the book zone. We're really about the middle spot that they move it. I don't think they add the half a point. And I'm going to explain why I fading a lot of these. Sportsbooks hold anywhere to 15 to 20% on futures. So a lot of stuff, you see wacky stuff in the NFL, injuries that could kill that one. I like the Packers over on this one. I don't want to say what they're going to do in the division. We'll talk about that down the road, but I just think it's one of the hotter teams. The offensive line's improve. I think their running game is going to be a lot faster this year. And look for the screen pass and the tight ends to be really big for their offense. I think the Packers have a really nice season.
Real quick, you said 15 to 20% of.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I'm going for a lot of plus. That's why I'm going for a lot of plus money because I can hedge off later and way. But yeah, Sportsbook Cream, they just love player future props for the season and just future props in general because that's where they make most of their money. So I'm fading in that plus money because one of these plus monies is going to hit, even if I do have to middle it and maybe hit both of them.
Very good point. Hashtag it pays to watch live. You can't find that kind of information on the recap screen. I tell you guys that all the time. DG, over, under.
Yeah, we're going to go under, but I don't understand Raphael. He says he's going plus money and he's got 2 minus plays, but hey, whatever. I'm going to go the Packers
my
under
futures.
9.5. Packers under 9.5 wins. It's simple. Listen, they went 9-8 last year. I think they're going to have a step back. I think they got hot down the stretch, and I think that doesn't go over and lead into the next year. But look at week 7 to 14 of this schedule. It is hard. And you're talking about going into a week 7 where, you know what, it's the middle of the season and guys are kind of a little bit more tired. I know that some of these teams might not be as good as we think they are, but looking at the schedule, just go look at it. Week 7 to 14 will be very, very tough for them. And I expect them to kind of be in the 8-9, 9-8 record, kind of contending late for the division. But honestly, it's going to be the Lions that are run off.
Wow, you do not believe in Jordan Love taking his team to that next step. Very interesting. So we got 1 over. We've got 1 under. By the way, I do see the mistake, and leave it to the chat to point it out because we want to be right. The Lions over 10.5 wins under Soupy. Soupy, you can't even put your teams in correctly. You're having a rough day. I know it's not you.
I was going to say.
I'm kidding. But I'm assuming you went Packers over 10.5.
Yes.
Why do you think the Packers get to 11 wins?
I think because they had one of the best off seasons, I think, in the league. I think this could be a 12-13 win team. They return again 4 starters to the offensive line. They drafted a left tackle in the first round, Jordan Morgan. So they improved that blind spot for Jordan Love, and he threw 32 touchdowns because Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, and Datavion Wicks all got better as the season progressed. And that was with Christian Watson being hurt for the first part of the season. And if he stays healthy and he gets better, that's just going to be great for the passing game. And then they got Josh Jacobs, who led the league in scrimmage yards just 2 years ago. I think we could see that resurgence. And then they still have one of the best defensive lines. They're moving to the 4-3 scheme. So pay attention to someone, to Rashawn Gary. I think he's had 9 sacks in 2 of his last 3 seasons. I think he's going to do a lot better this year. And then that secondary, Jahara Alexander. And then they got Xavier Kinney from the Giants at safety. This team just improved in every aspect. That's why I think they're going to compete for that number 1 seed this year.
Thank you, Soupy.
Yeah.
I'm just letting it resonate. I'm just letting it, wash over everybody. Damn, there's only one person on the show that I will defend until the ends of the earth when it comes to strays, and that's Producer Man. Because Producer Man's taking a couple of strays, but I'm telling you right now, the man does eight different shows for us at DTL and BTT. I will not take the Producer Man slander. DG and Soupy, all you want. Not Producer Man. Not Producer Man. All right.
Agree.
Thank you, Raphael. So I believe Soupy has gone extensively. DG has gone. Raphael has gone. That means I'm coming over to the man with the smile right now. Charles, we going over, under?
I'm 100% over 9.5 wins. Look, they play the NFC West and then the AFC South, so that's potentially 6 wins there. Vikings twice, so that I have them too. The Bears, they always beat the Bears, and then they usually split with the Lions as well. So this could be like another 10-7 team as well, 11-6 somewhere around there, because the Eagles-Dolphins game will be a little bit trickier. The Texans as well. So yeah, I definitely like them coming back. Getting back to their double-digit winning ways as well. So give me the over 9.5 wins, Packers.
And I'm going to go over as well. I forgot to read ABs for the Lions. That's okay. You guys saw them on the screen. But AB is going to go under 9.5. It's kind of like the sweet spot until you really believe in Jordan Love and can he do it for an entire season. We saw it in the playoffs, but that was just a couple of weeks. But if he matures like the Packers at $54 million a year think he's going to mature, then this should be an over team, but we're kind of split right down the middle. Now, as far as player props are concerned, you're going right back to Jordan Love, Raphael. Explain yourself.
Yeah, I'm just fading Aaron Rodgers in this one. If you can find this prop at DraftKings, you have to search for it. I'll try. If anyone has any questions, I can find a way how to easily fit on there. But Jordan Love minus 140, more touchdown passes than Aaron Rodgers. Why not? Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he completes this full season. He might want to take a trip. He might do something wrong. He might get injured again. I have no trust in him. And I think the Jets are going to be a heavy run team this year as well. So I just think Jordan Love, with all those weapons that Soupy said, I just think he's going to have a really, really good season. And again, the tight ends and the screen passes are going to be really huge for Green Bay. I just like Jordan Love. I'll lay the minus 140 on this prop.
Yeah, so you think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns compared to Aaron Rodgers. AB thinks he's going to throw a lot of interceptions. I like that play at even money because Jordan Love is not scared to take chances down the field. And we see a lot of those bombs in the defense. So I like that play over 10.5 interceptions for AB. Soupy, coming to you. Rashawn Gary, you're going to the defensive side of the ball. Let's go.
Yeah, I already mentioned it because they are moving to the 4-3 scheme. So it's going to be likely that Rashawn Gary moves into that edge rusher position. 9 sacks in 2 of his last 3 seasons. And that one was because he only played 6 games. So you give him a full 17 playing as an edge rusher, he's going to see double digits this year.
Very good. All right. I like going defensive side of the ball. It's not something in sports betting or football betting that you see a lot. It's becoming a little bit more popular. So on DTL After Dark this year, we'll be attacking some of the defensive plays as well, not just the offense. DG, coming over to you.
Yeah, I watched Love Island this year, and so I'm going to go and be on Love Island right here and kind of back up a little bit of Raphael's pick. And we're going with the Packers to score 1+ passing touchdown for every single regular season game. And that's going to be at plus 1,000. You can find this over at DraftKings. This is a fun bet. But also, if you looked at last season, all but one game they had a passing TD. And the year before that, they had all but one game with a passing TD. I just think that this offense could be a little bit better, but I also think they're going to be behind some because I just think that them playing from behind, giving up more passing attempts. I really do like this, especially when you have a coach that you can trust, especially when you just paid your guy to prove it. I think they're going to make Love prove it here, and they're going to be passing it a little bit more, especially into the screen passes. I think you're going to get a little bit more love here. So 1+ passing TD in every game plus 1,000.
The one thing I hate about futures is not being interested in them for the entire season. This is an incredible play, DG, that we'd be interested every single game. I love that. I love that. Whoever thought about making this, genius. Whoever thought about picking this,
genius.
A little less than a genius. I'll never give that to you. By the way, I'll get to it in a second. Sorry. Charles, Let me come over to you because you've really been my MVP today because you've done exactly what I've asked you to do every single time. So I thank you for that publicly. Where are you going here on the Packers?
I'm going to grab Jaden Reed over 4.5 receiving touchdowns. I really had to take a double take at this one because he had 8 last season as well, plus an extra year in the offense. So I expect him to get 5 at worst. Like everyone mentioned, we expect Jordan Love to kind of get ramped up in the pass game as well. So, yeah, look at Jaden Reed over 4.5 receiving touchdowns.
All right. I like it very much. Everybody's good. Everybody went. Yes, yes. A couple of things from the chat. We're talking hardcore NFL. We're really getting into the NFC North. And then my girl Allie says, this season of Love Island is fire?
It was.
What did you just say, DG?
Love Island was really good this year. And honestly, I'm not a big drama guy, but it was phenomenal. Phenomenal TV. Kind of like Angela and Big Brother right now. Phenomenal TV.
By the way, we have some odds coming out on Big Brother because as much as I tease you about Love Island, and I was just texting with Johnny Bananas, he said that you guys probably saw on Peacock, he did the whole reunion type of thing. So I've been friends with Johnny Bananas for a minute. Nobody reinvents himself like Johnny Bananas. He said the whole cast was very, very cool. So this is as close, DG, as you will ever get to Love Island, is being on with me. You're welcome. You're welcome. By the way, those odds on Big Brother, if we had any time to start any other shows, we should do a reality show. I don't have any other, but wouldn't that be fun? Love Island, Big Brother, Real Housewives. Although Seabass probably wouldn't want to be on that one, but if you know, you know.
That's way too many odds I have to do.
Yeah, Raphael, you'd have no other time to do anything. You'd be like, I swear, this is a true story. I get a text yesterday. Raphael texts me all day long. We're always working, right? I get a text, and it's the odds of Big Brother and who's favored to win. Who actually is favored right now, Raphael, at Big Brother to win?
I don't
Do you
have it
remember?
in front of me because I don't know the names, but I sent it to a couple of sports books, and what do the sports books want? Hey, can you do more prop bets? Like who's going to be voted off next? And like start sending me all these prop bets, and I just did it for fun because Coach watches it and stuff like that. And now they want more props. So thanks, Coach.
You're very welcome. Anytime I can give you more work, you're welcome. Angela, by the way, DG is the low. I know she had the lowest odds. She's like plus 12,000 to win. She'll be out this week. Allie,
Hey.
don't let DG suck you in. Do not let him do it. By the way, you guys are wondering when the Chiefs preview is going to be. August 23rd will be the Chiefs preview. Some of you are like, I can't wait to see the Coach versus Big Cheesy showdown on that. I'm not going to do that. You guys know it's not my style. I would never go after Big Cheesy on a Chiefs day and talk about the fact they're back-to-back Super Bowl champions, that they're playing the first night of the year because that's what the best teams do, September 5th. That's also when we're going to do the AFC West division, if you were wondering. So just show up on those days. I'm having a really good time today. I feel good today. But you know when else I'm going to feel good, gentlemen? August 30th. Because I'm going to be front and center, just like all of you better be, and everybody in the chat for you know what? The Whip Around, brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wants to rule the world.
Be fighting against the sports books all year. Today, this is the fun portion of the program. Who's going to go the yard? Shohei for the Dodgers. They kind of need to get their bats going. They only scored 2 last night against the Phillies. Brent Rooker, you know he's our guy. Plus 275 for the A's. They got to get back on the winning track. Austin Riley of the Braves. Bryce Harper. The Phillies are out here on the West Coast. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. Charles, as always, you get to go first.
I'm going to back Bryce Harper plus 400 to get out of this skid he's in. So, yeah, give me Bryce Harper plus 400 to get us a home run today, Coach.
Oh, no honorable mentions today, Charles?
No, I usually do those while I am in the green room, so I couldn't come up with anything today.
Oh, so you're putting yourself on blast that you don't prepare for the show before the show.
I do it spontaneously. I just look right then. Yeah.
Hey, interesting approach. I do the same thing. Soupy, who's going to go the yard today?
I need to go chalk today just because you're right. The Dodgers, you have the Diamondbacks and the Padres creeping up. The Dodgers need to start playing much better. Give me Shohei Ohtani tonight.
Very good. I think that's a very good analysis, too. They've started to slip just a little bit. Raphael, where are we headed?
I'm also going for the Vegas guy, Bryce Harper at 4-1, just because I love the story, what he did with Freddie Freeman, texting Freddie Freeman every day when he was out with his kid. They're both crying at first base when they got his base hit the other day. What a great story. So Bryce Harper goes long just because he needs a good vibe.
That's a very, very good point. I love good stories. You guys know that we kid around a lot here at DTL, but man, stories, community, people, it's everything for us. DG, talk to me.
Yeah, I like Brent Rooker, but I'm going to go with Austin Riley at plus 325, going against Freddie Peralta, who does give up a lot of the long bombs. And so I'm going to go Austin Riley plus 325.
All right, plus 325. All right, very, very good. Robert in the chat says the Padres, they're going to crush that team total over 4.5 today. They've been awesome. Last night, I think they won 4-0. Raphael, do you like that team total today?
Yes, I do. Padres, one of the quietest, hottest teams in baseball that no one's talking about. Everyone wants to talk about the Yankees and the Dodgers, but no one's talking about the Guardians and no one's talking about the Padres.
The quietest, what did you say? Quietest what?
Quietest, hottest team.
Quietest, hottest team. All right. I like that. All right. This is the Whip Around. We give you every single play because we know not everybody can come live at 10 a.m. We hope you do. But we give you one nugget, 10 seconds or less. Charles, you got one play today on the pitch. Let's start there.
Yeah, Champions League qualifiers, Jagiellonia and Bodo Glimt, the both teams to score in over 2.5. I see at least 3 goals in this one, both teams scoring as well. Plus, the Stay on Your Toes live play, the Europa Conference League, Hacking and Paid, over 1.5 or 1.75 first half goals as well.
You don't have to punch it like that, Charles. I get it. I was wrong. Raphael, coming to you.
First play is Olympic women's basketball. Give me Stewie over 17.5 points, laying the 3 nickels. I also like her total rebounds in the game, too. Someone mentioned that in the chat. That's a great play as well. And we're going to the horses. Saratoga race 3 in New York. Give me a $10 exact box, 1, 2, 4, 6. The 2 and the 4 will probably go 1 and 2, I think, in this one. And exact will pay really, really nicely.
Oh, I like that exacta playing pretty nicely. Robert in the chat says those small market teams don't get enough respect. I blame Soupy. Guess what, Robert? So do I. Soupy, you're up.
Cole Reagans is pitching tonight, 28.9 strikeout rate. Red Sox 27th in strikeout rate. He's going to get over 6.5. Kettle Marte 3 for 5 with a triple and 2 home runs against Ben Lively. He's going to get over his 1.5 total bases. And remember, it is game 1 at 1 p.m.
Thank you. Doubleheader today in Cleveland. AB's going with a runs parlay plus 180. We need the Braves to score at least 4. Excuse me. And the Blue Jays to score at least 4. DG, bring us home.
Yeah, Tyler Fitzgerald over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 105. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs in 4 of the last 5. Also, the 2+ hits in 4 of the last 5. So stay attention to the crew exclusive for a little bit of extra. But then we're going to the hits parlay at plus 120. Aaron Judge and Brent Rooker both to get a hit. Both guys have been swinging very well. But a little live play. Davis Martin going for the Chicago White Sox. 2+ walks at minus 125, but also 3+ walks at plus 195. Both great plays there.
Extra plays all the time, not just the recap screen. It drives me insane when you guys text me or tweet me, oh, coach, it wasn't on the recap screen, which means you didn't watch it live or even on demand. That's why my guys give you those extra plays. That's why we want you all here to be smarter. By the way, DG brings up a really good point. Every single day, if you're not a member of the crew, this month is the month to do it. Every single day, we do a crew exclusive, extra picks over there. Our DTL podcast video portion will be a crew exclusive. We will have DTL After Dark 3 nights. Every single primetime NFL game, we will have DTL After Dark for all you crew members out there as well. 3 nights a week for $6 a month. Come on. It's the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. Mark says, great call, DG. Love that Martin play. A lot of positives today. A lot of the chat likes your plays today. And after 1 check mark yesterday, which one of you think is going to have the best day today? Who thinks they're going to have the best day today? Oh, you think Raphael is? You like his picks? Charles? You're going to go Raphael too? Soupy, you are not giving yourself the best day today. After everything you've been through.
You got to have confidence in yourself, you know?
Soupy's like 5-1 on the panel at best place.
I wish I had confidence in Soupy's stand as well. Holy criminy. That might be one of the best moments of the show so far to date. Good
I'm just glad he didn't fall.
That would have been justified, not just my stand breaking.
I'm like Raphael though. I thought you had fallen. I thought you had hurt yourself or something.
Mm-hmm. First thing that popped in my head.
Right?
We're not that lucky.
Me too. Gentlemen, well done. Real quick, Soupy, where can we find your stuff?
Bettingpros.com, fantasypros.com, Trust the Beard t-shirts on drivingtheline.com.
Very interesting.
I don't have a t-shirt yet. AB, call me.
Raphael, you're too busy to have a t-shirt. We're over here working. They're worried about t-shirts. We're over here grinding. We're growing the brand. Soupy's worried about t-shirts. He should be going to Best Buy today is what you should be doing.
That's where I got this stand.
Yeah. Your days are changing. What does your schedule look like moving forward, DG?
It's always busy, but I will say that day 6 of 10 for the teacher appreciation giveaway is today. Look for that around noon. We usually give it out a post there. So Good things. We're giving back. Makes you feel better. But my kids started back to school today, so I'm excited. But check it out at Daniel Greer on my Twitter.
Very good. We're
Looks
paying
like the Guardians games might be canceled. Might be postponed today.
Again?
Oh, okay. Wow, and it was a double header. It was a
Looks
double header.
That's what's going around, and it's not official yet. But I see a lot of stuff going and popping around. So I guess they're getting bad weather still. I don't know.
Triple header.
I'll dig deep into it. I'll tweet that out if it happens after the show.
Okay, thank you. Follow my guys. Follow Raphael. He's always taking care of you. He is the follow for any changes to the show, picks, anything like that. Raphael is our guy. By the way, to piggyback on DG, when the Amazon teachers promotion, it's not a promotion, it's just a great thing, is done, we're going to be doing a charity of choice. And our choice here is Saves Wings, the legendary pitcher of the Kansas City Royals, Brett Saberhagen. His wife had cancer not once, twice. Wow. And so they've started this incredible foundation. I host it every single October. So what I want to do, guys, is after we take care of all the teachers, then if we have a really good day or a really good week, we're going to put up a QR code, because I would love in October when I go to host that event to take a big old fat check and say DTL donated this much to the fight against cancer for them. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing night. John, by the way, in the chat real quick. 2 things, John. He says, DG, that reality TV is trash.
It is.
Gets one pass.
It is.
Probably true. But he says, rest in peace to Cashing with the Coach. No. It's not like I'm not going to make picks anymore. It's just when you got 5 on, we can't go for an hour and a half. I mean, we got to leave all the time for soupy steaks, so I don't have time to give my picks out. But I'll be back. Don't even worry about it. I'm sorry. Everybody's catching strays today. Gentlemen, well done, as always. Well done, as always. By the way, that Crew Exclusive posts about 30 minutes after the show, a little bit before noon Eastern time. All right, another great show by my boys today. Understand this. There is the choice today. My man Howie Schwab always looking down on us. And your pick, you guys are very, very smart. Red Sox and Royals over 8.5. The first 2 games of the series have gone to the over. And this one today will as well. That's all the time we got. It's all the damage that we can do. But understand this, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My attacker, Lobo. My man from the Dirty Charles. My numbers guy, Raphael. The best beard in the game, Soupy. My man from Memphis, Tennessee, doing all the good work for the teachers out there. Never forget about producer man, always behind the scenes, making the show look like $1 million. I am the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here every single day at Driving the Line. Good luck.